my name is Hopper the Devoted, and we are here at a D&D in a Castle DM Deep Dive live at the castle with the Beth the Bard. Say hello, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
We are coming to you from our castle. We've just finished our first ever castle here at Lothmere Castle in summer. We're so excited to chat with you today. We're going to talk a little bit about Beth's experience here this last week. The guest just left today, so it's nice and fresh. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what you have planned for us in the spring as well. You've got quite a bit, so let's get on into it. How are you doing today?
Good.
Good.
Coming down from a campaign is like next level, like coming down from a lot of emotions and a lot of drama, like the good drama.
The good drama, yeah. You got good drama at your table.
It's so juicy.
Can you give us a little tidbits of what happened?
Well, they made each other cry. Most of the time, I didn't even have to push their buttons. They were like, "You over there, you want to talk about your backstory a little bit? I'm just gonna talk to you about your backstory. I'm gonna poke you a little bit, and then I'm gonna bear hug you." And then they were all crying at each other, and I was like, "Wow, it's nice for me.
It makes it really easy.
It makes my job easier."
So easy. I love that. Any special highlights from your time with your players here at the castle?
Well, they made BFS with Strahd.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, that was weird. That's never happened. I've not done that before, but they were like, "Yeah, that's my new boss." I'm like, "Okay."
Amazing. Well, me? Wonderful. I love it. So you are here at Lothmere Castle. You've come to a lot of our castles before. You are a regular DM. We love having you. It's so sweet. Tell us, how does the atmosphere of the castle affect your games, if at all?
Well, first off, it's a vibe. It's a castle. Second off, I absolutely simply cannot do other work here. I have no other responsibilities here other than DMing and hanging out with players. And then my players also have no other responsibilities. You're not going to be able to do other stuff. You have to focus on D&D and hang out with your friends. So, like, that's the
Here, this is the atmosphere. Oh darn, you have to focus only on D&D while you're here for 3 days straight. Rough. So rough. Awesome. Well, I love to hear a bit about your upcoming campaigns. You're coming back to us at the same castle in April for.
It is this one again.
It's gonna be this one again.
It's so exciting. Thank you.
So we're going to be doing quite a few campaigns for us. You're here the whole time. So your first week from April 15th and 19th, you're doing Fallen Darklords. Can you give us a little snippet? No spoilers.
No spoilers. You were once a Dark Lord of your own domain of dread, with your own irredeemable act that created your domain of dread. What was it? We'll have to talk about it, and we're going to learn about each other's irredeemable acts. And you did, however, lose your domain and your powers, and have found yourself in not Barovia as you know it, but Barovia, way past the events of Curse of Strahd, where like Mad Max meets vampires. And you have to get your powers back and figure out what in the heck is going on. It's my favorite way it's my favorite way to do Barovia.
Exciting. Traumatizing.
Yeah, a little bit.
What kind of players would like to be at your table for that one?
People, okay, so like any of my tables, honestly, you gotta like dark and creepy stuff, but also really cute stuff. You have to be totally cool with the fact that we're doing horror, but also we're doing funny and quirky, and we're being super silly. Um, yeah, that's the main thing.
Okay.
It's quirky, spooky. I like body horror. I will veil what we need to veil for you, but my players had to run away from a skin flap the other day, so
Only give you some nightmares. Oh, not sleeping tonight. Thank you. And then April 26th through 30th, you're doing the Hourglass Coven. Can you give us a little snippet of that as well? Oh, do you like that one?
So yes, I do. So it's Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but if you play Wild Beyond the Witchlight, that's okay, because it's not really Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It is my abridged variation of Wild Beyond the Witchlight that is much more focused on stuff I can't exactly say because it's more spoilery, but it's very heavy on canonical Greyhawk lore in order to pull in and make it much darker and more fairy tale inspired, but like the dark fairy tales. It's much creepier. It's much shorter. It's a lot less like the quirky frogs and things like that, and a lot more of like the grim side of the story and what could be there.
Okay, intriguing.
Mhm,
Probably more dark.
mhm.
Hmm. Love it. Love it. You were also here for that third week, but we maybe can't quite talk about that yet. Maybe you're doing something. We're not sure. I don't know.
It's really cool.
It's gonna
It's,
be
it's
really
really cool.
Yeah. We'll have to stick around and maybe find out one of these days what you're doing for us that week. But still, Beth the Bard's gonna be here for our spring castle, so you can come see what her campaigns are at dndinacastle.com/spring 2026, and maybe it'll be around here somewhere. Here, you can find it here. QR code around here. We're going to dndinacastle.com/spring 2026 to see what Beth and all the other DMs campaigns are, and see which
But
one.
mostly Beth.
But mostly Beth. Lots of Beth. We're very excited for Beth. Which ones are right for you? So I would love to know, what do you think makes a great DM, and what do you try to achieve as a DM?
What makes a great DM is listening to your players, paying attention to them, and trying to like we're all there to have a vision, see our vision come to life. And like more than anybody, that's the players. Their little visions and ideas. They want to like they want them to come alive and they want other people to experience their ideas. And so it's like I think the most important thing is to be able to see that and help nurture that into fruition and help everyone at the table just collaborate really well. Collaboration, I think, is the biggest thing that I focus on more than anything. Um, just all the different ways to get them to work with each other and support each other and encourage each other and make each other cry.
As you just saw.
Yeah.
Here, made each other cry. I love it. I love it. What is it like to run a campaign here at D&D in a castle? In a castle.
It's the bomb.
Amazing.
It's like, yeah, I knew. I was like, gonna answer this question intelligently. I run a lot of Zoom games and Zoom, so running on Zoom, I do a lot of one-on-one, or I'll do maximum like 4 players because the environment of Zoom is a lot more difficult because of people talking over each other, or you just can't get as many nonverbal cues. You can't be standing up during combat and pacing around the table and having everybody act out when they've done. So that's the cool thing about in person, particularly sequestered and locked away from the real world, is that there's just a lot more for the senses, and it's a lot more emotional because, if somebody's crying at the table, like Zoom's gotta cut out those noises. I want to hear your tears. I want to hear them 2 feet away from me.
You revel in them.
I revel in them. They are my elixir.
Wonderful. It's very real, it feels like. Just
Uh-huh.
makes things really.
It's
Real.
very, it really puts you into, yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. How does the role of role playing and or combat work in your campaign?
Well, they're the same thing to me. I'm not a combat heavy DM. If you really want to be like super meticulous about your mechanics and about all of the rules in exact detail and stuff, you won't enjoy my table. Like, don't even bother. My combat is very role play heavy to begin with. It might take us an hour to get through 3 or 4 rounds because we'll literally like, okay, so now that we've done all the rolls and everything like that, tell us. My favorite thing to do is like, what do we see on the cinema screen? What does the audience see happening in our little collaborative movie? And players will like get up and act out the stuff. If they're not acting out, we really like story tell together and collaborate on the visuals and things like that. So they're the same. Combat and role play are the same thing to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. How do you encourage role playing from your players?
One, I use the cinema screen thing. I'm constantly reminding them that this is a cool story that we're telling together, and like what is, remind everyone what we're seeing so we can get a good vibe of it. And then as far as just like, I guess character to character role play, leading by example, bringing in a good NPC, my favorite thing is to give them a really lovable NPC as quickly as possible. Usually it's the most grotesque, like their adopted NPC this game was a xenomorph face hugger named Lulululu that had to take turns drinking their blood in order to stay alive. And they were like, I love this. This is our cat. So like, and I talked to them and stuff. So, giving them something, immediately talking to them a lot in character, opening up a lot of like, how does your character feel about these things going on, and what would they like to, do here, and just leaving a lot of open space and breathing room for those role playing interactions, but also providing aftercare and moments of like we had to take some moments, pass around tissues, things like that. So
As you do. You guys are very locked in, it sounds like.
yeah, no, I'm also not the DM that's like, I'm bringing the other DMs as NPCs and stuff. I'm like, no. This is our group. This is our therapy. We're locking the doors. We're gonna light some candles. It's us.
Very intimate.
My tables are very intimate. Yeah.
That's beautiful. We were talking a little earlier about the preferred style of storytelling. Those words are hard.
Intimate.
Intimate. There's also soft too.
Intimate, soft. Not necessarily slow, because obviously it's hard to keep things slow in D&D. Things get pretty fast-paced.
See, words are hard.
Fast-paced and intense and dramatic. But like, I like breathing room. I like space for the moments.
Love it. I love it. How do you prepare for a campaign? Is that a secret?
I read a lot. I watch a lot of movies. I do a lot of, if you've ever seen, sometimes I'll share pictures of my walls at home and they're just covered in color-coded Post-it notes. Like I'll just have walls and walls of Post-it notes where I'm like, this is, because I don't do digital. I don't like digital. So I'm just like mapping out concepts. But what I do to my core for campaigns now, and I used to be really meticulous about my note taking, is I have a story spine now, and that is it. The core, it is a story spine, a few key NPCs that I like. I kind of practice their vibe and their mannerisms. But beyond that, it's like, okay, what characters are you bringing to the table? What are their backstories? Okay, you've got like a dragon of importance in your backstory, so I'm going to add a dragon, and over here I'm going to change this concept to more draconic or things like that. Which you can do if you have a solid story spine. You change all the threads to meet the players and what they're interested in at the table, and then I follow, lay out the beginning scene, see what they do, and then continue. Like I build as I go. So I've gotten to the point now, I don't do a lot of prep work. I build my story spine and I come to the castle and I see what you've got for me. And then I really riff off of that.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. How did you get into D&D in a castle?
Okay, so I was a teacher and I worked with a lot of kids doing D&D and stuff like that, and teaching people how to play D&D. I brought a whole bunch of people into the hobby and teaching people how to game master D&D. And so I was brought out to Codium with Kelly Holman and like help her, like we like co-ran a campaign and everything like that, and it was super fun. And then I got invited back. So
You come back. Yeah. I love it. Yay. I love it. Okay, can I ask you a very hard question? This is gonna be really hard. I know. It's gonna be hard.
it's not gonna be that hard, is it?
It might be hard.
It might be hard, okay.
For the Spring Dungeon Masters, which table would you want to sit at? I know, but I will list them all, and let's just assume we want to be at all of them because they're all amazing.
Right? No, I'm gonna get something totally different out of each one.
Yeah, absolutely. The roster is just insane. But if you could only pick one, or if the first one you could pick, so we have Jason Charles Miller, Mark Meir.
GCM's gonna be there.
We love Mark Darker's gonna be there. Kelly Lynn D'Angelo.
Oh my god, I love her.
We do, we love her. Jaden King's doing family mode.
Oh, I love Jaden King.
And you don't have to be in a family, or you don't have to be a teenager to do family mode, which is really exciting. There are families there. And Jaden's also awesome about it. we have hardcore, but it's a secret, so we don't know about who's doing that.
Secret for some people.
It's secret. We have chronicle mode with Lisa Teague, which is 2 weeks of storytelling.
Lisa's like hardcore on the puzzle.
Yes. We have Edward Spence, which is this. God, I know it's a really hard question. He was just here.
Oh no!
And we
I don't even know if I need to hear the rest of the list.
have Chris Haley,
Oh my god, Chris!
and then GM Tim.
Oh, I haven't met GM Tim yet.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna meet.
I hear it's amazing. I hear that like once you meet him, you're obsessed. So
It's very true. All right, so if you had to pick one, the first one you would do, I told you, very hard question. 'Cause we love
you guys, these people are all amazing. They're like really, really good. Good. Ed. I just met him this week and I'm simply obsessed.
It's very great. Very sweet. We just did a DMT chat with him too, which you can go find on our previous YouTube to hear more about what his experience here with guests would be. And why would you pick Ed?
He's just the sweetest person in the world. I need to like, I'm like, every time we have a conversation, I'm like, it's just, so like being at his table, I can't even imagine. Yeah, it would be it.
It would be Ed.
I love everyone equally. Ed.
Yeah, that'd be at Ed's table. I love it. Why do you keep coming back to D&D at Castle?
Cause it's awesome. Like, I made my best friends here. Like, it's hard to have friends as an adult, especially like when you got a family and careers and all this stuff going on. And like, these are my people.
Love it. Yeah, everyone's kind of a big, like you said, like this.
It's a bit like this. I get out of the car from the airport. I'm like, just everyone. I love everyone here a lot. Like a stupid amount.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us today. It was lovely chatting with you and lovely having you this week. It's just so special to have all these wonderful DMs here. And thank you for joining us live at the castle. We're very excited to have you come back in spring for 3 rounds. 2 we just talked about, 1 we're not sure.
Let's not secret. I guess that's right to see.
So if you want to see more about Beth's campaigns or all the other ones that we just listed that Beth screamed over, you can go to dndcastle.com/spring 2026 or find, I'm sure it's been on here somewhere or here. The
Oh
QR
my god, April's gonna be lit.
I'm
so excited.
much fun. I'm very excited. Come quickly. So you can go on our website and read more about the campaigns that are being offered and the DMs and their styles, as well as keep watching our DM deep dives for that. So Beth, would you do me a favor and invite people to come and play at any of your tables in spring? And that will take us on out.
That's it. That's the whole thing.
That's it. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.